Freddy Mak figure it all out? Freddy Mak, an independent voter, raised Muslim, landscaper, real estate agent, rideshare driver, divorced father of 3, and still looking for love, is just trying to make sense of it all. Can he do it? Well, he thinks he can, and he's looking for your help. From dating to politics, Freddy talks about everything. Get ready for a different take on today's hottest topics, because with Freddy Mak, not everything is black and white. Buckle up. Welcome to the Freddy Mak Show, where common sense and logic rule.
All right. Hello and welcome to the Freddy Mak Show, where common sense and logic rule. I'm your host, Freddy Mak Tack. Welcome. Please make sure you follow me on YouTube, Instagram, as well as TikTok. Hit the subscription button and the notification button so you can follow Freddy Mak at all times when a new podcast is coming up. And of course, you can give your opinion on what you thought about the last episode. Would love to hear from you. I mean, even though, I'm perfect. I don't make many mistakes. Because I'm Freddy Mak. Come on. Yeah, who knows? You know Freddy Mak, right? Everybody knows Freddy Mak. Anyway. All right. So what are we going to talk about today on the Freddy Mak Show? Well, we're going to talk about the election that's going to be here in 2 days. Now, I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but if you listen to my podcast, it's okay to change your mind. You'll understand exactly what I'm talking about right now. So I'm not voting. Okay? As you know. Well, I'm going to vote, but I'm not voting for Harris or Trump. I'm a never Trumper. That ain't going to happen. And because both parties are pro-Israel and pro-demolishing and murdering and killing innocent children, I just cannot, in good conscience, vote for these people. So I get into detail on that on the other podcast where it talks about it's okay to change your mind. Because I was a huge Biden dude. Yeah. Huge Biden dude. But not anymore. So, what am I doing now? Well, I'm probably going to go in and vote for Jill Stein and maybe write in there Free Palestine on some other lines if it's possible. But I am going to do my civic duty, and I am going to go in and vote, but I'm not voting for either of these parties. A change has to occur, and it's going to start now. It's going to start now. This two-system party is just not working, and these politicians are taking advantage of us, and we need to let them know that we're tired of it. We're not gonna take it anymore. All right, but I am here to make a very, very bold prediction. Now, again, you might say, "Well, Freddie, it's easy to make that prediction now because I made this prediction a month ago. Actually, even longer than that. I think I made this prediction maybe a week after she started the campaign trail. I don't remember when that was, but it was definitely over 4 weeks ago for sure. I mean, oh God, where's my head? It was probably early in the summer. I don't remember. This brain doesn't work like it used to. But it was like a week or two after she started campaigning. I said, she's going to win. There's no doubt about that. I'm not even concerned about it. She's going to win. But how is she going to win? Well, she's going to win by a landslide. And you can take that to the bank. When you look at the Electoral College map, right, and you look at what Donald Trump did in 16 and what he did in 20, okay? Yes, he got more votes. There's no doubt about that, right? But this is it. Donald Trump, in my opinion, based on the numbers and his momentum and Kamala's momentum, I don't see him surpassing her in the popular vote, in the Electoral College. I just don't see it. I really can't wrap my mind around this, that he could win. Is there a pathway for him? Sure, there's a pathway for him. But it's so slim and narrow. I just don't see it happening. So, and we will find out who the winner is no later than Wednesday, for sure. We may even find out on Tuesday night that Kamala Harris is the next president of the United States. And as I said, and it's okay to change your mind, I'm happy with that. I really am. I'm happy with that. I've been a Democrat all my life. I consider myself an independent now. I'm actually okay if Trump wins. I'm completely upfront with you. And I talked about this briefly in one of my other podcasts. And I want people to see who they're voting for. They're so blindsided by him that they don't get who they're voting for. This guy is dangerous. And I'm not saying that Democrats are not dangerous when it comes to what's going on in the Middle East. Now they're trying to draw a line in the sand, the Democrats. Well, we're going to embargo. It's too late, dude. It's too late. Why aren't you putting sanctions on them? If any other country did that, you put sanctions on them. I digress. I already talked about this. So my prediction is that Donald Trump is going to lose. Kamala Harris is going to win by an absolute landslide. She's going to take Michigan. She's going to take Pennsylvania. I think she may even take Florida. I'm a little concerned about Arizona, but this is all coming true. I'm looking at some of these numbers here and going, how in the world is Donald Trump going to win this? There's just no way he's going to win it. So mark your calendar on this day, Sunday, 2 days before the election. I made a prediction that Kamala Harris is absolutely going to win this election by a freaking landslide. Now, here's my other prediction. Sorry, I had to take a look at something. Sorry about that. Here's my other prediction. Everyone seems to think that Donald Trump is going to do what he did last time with the insurrection and, stolen and blah, 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 blah. Show of hands here. Show of hands here. Who is fatigued out when it comes to Donald Trump? I'm done. So done with him. But I think that he is not going to do what he did in 2020. I don't think he is. This man, he does not care about people. He doesn't care about his followers. He makes that very clear. And they're so dumb, they don't see it. I love the uneducated and the audience applause. Stuff like what he said about Dick Cheney. Liz Cheney. People applaud. It's just disgusting. I mean, this is like Jim Jones shit. It really is. I mean, I think if he said, here, drink this Kool-Aid, they probably would. It's scary. I mean, it's actually pretty scary. So, and the other day with the microphone and what happened on Sunday with his, or last week when it came to his rally at Madison Square Garden, he's telling people there were 100,000 people there. It only holds 20,000 or 19,000. What is he talking about? I mean, he's a compulsive liar. It's crazy. So, but because he has no pathway for the presidency in 2028, he's got to know that. I mean, and there's no way these followers will continue following him. They have to be getting fatigued. They have to be. I just don't get it. So my prediction is that he's going to say, thanks, see you later, you failed me, you don't serve my purpose anymore. You don't serve any purpose for me anymore. And he's going to walk away. That's it. He's done. He's not going to hold any more rallies. He's not going to say it was stolen. He's not going to do any of that stuff. He's just not. I don't believe it. Would I be surprised if he does? Well, of course. It's Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump. But it just amazes me when you look at him, right? They were picking on Joe Biden, regarding his age, and now Donald Trump's exactly his age, and the cognitive decline with Donald Trump is very apparent. I mean, the man is really off the charts with his rhetoric. He's off the charts with what he did the other day with the microphone. I mean, this is bizarre stuff that's coming out of Donald Trump. Very bizarre stuff, and his followers too. Now, why do I think Donald Trump is going to dart and say, "See you later. I don't want anything to do with you," because he has groomed these people so well, right? He has groomed them in such a way where he doesn't have to do anything. They're going to get pissed, and they're going to think they're doing their Lord and Savior work, right? They're going to think, oh, we love him, we feel bad for him, we're going to do everything we can. They'll probably still, I predict that they'll still go out in the corners waving the flags. It was rigged. They screwed him in 2020. They screwed him in 2024, and blah 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 blah. Cheers. So, yeah, I'm thinking that he's done. Not only is he done with the election, he's done after the election when he loses. I don't think he's going to come out and make a speech like he did last time. I just think he's going to watch the polls. He's going to get mad. He's going to watch. Like I said, he groomed his people really well. They are the ones that are going to go out in the streets. They are the ones that are going to go to the polling centers, just like they did in Detroit at the Huntington place. They are the ones that are going to do it. They have been programmed and trained to do that. They've been brainwashed, programmed, and trained to do that. There's a follower on TikTok. He was selling shirts that said, stop worshiping politicians, something along those lines. And I agree with him 100%. And we've seen it happen now with Donald Trump. These people literally worship him. There are two politicians that have been worshipped since I've been voting, in my opinion. Ronald Reagan, they could not stop talking about Ronald Reagan. They just couldn't stop. And then Donald Trump came along. Ronald Reagan, who? I don't know who Ronald Reagan is. Who's Ronald Reagan? Right? So now it's all Trump. Okay? So Republicans are like, they changed their mind on a dime and who they're supporting. And the hypocrisy is astonishing, right? Donald Trump, I'm going off on a tangent here, but Donald Trump literally, but it goes to the point why he's going to lose, because I think more and more people are going to start realizing what a nutball he is and how dangerous he actually is. The Puerto Rican thing was like, oh my God, just off the charts, crazy. So, yeah, just the things that he's saying, I think people are finally realizing that. I think I lost my train of thought. Get used to that. Get used to that. That's why I need somebody else here saying, Freddie, we're going to talk about something else. And I don't care. That's what I do. That's what Freddy Mak does. He says he's going to make a point. Then he gets sidetracked and he forgets what that point was. So, oh well, what are you going to do? That's life. But yeah, he's toast. He's done. It's not going to happen. But they worship him. And I think that they've been trained so well to get angry at everything a Democrat does, okay, that they are going to go out on the streets. He's not even going to have to ask. He may throw something out there, maybe something on Truth Social or something like that. But what he did in 2020, it's not going to happen. That's my prediction. So, this is when I say I don't have that much more to talk about that prediction, because that's my prediction. And then I go off on a tangent, and the ending of the podcast takes about 20 minutes to end. No, but this time I think I'm really going to end. But that's it. It's a short and sweet podcast. And then we're going to get into the other stuff that I talked about. You can listen to the intro. Obviously, topics that, we do a deep dive into relationships and deep dive in how to get yourself motivated to do things. Palestine, obviously we could talk about that stuff for hours. But when you make a prediction, you make the prediction and then you say goodbye and then you go eat dinner and then you go watch the football game and that's it. All right, folks, thank you very much. Now remember my prediction. Listen, I'm not making a bet with anybody. I'm not, it's like going to be the end of the world if I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong on this one. I think Donald Trump is toast. I think he's going to rely on his people to do the damage. He's not going to have to say much. There will not be another insurrection. At least I don't think so. But a lot of people are like, yeah, they're scared that he's going to. I don't think so. After they saw what happened to these people that caused the insurrection, how many of them went to jail and for how long they went to jail, and somebody actually, got murdered, got shot. Whatever her name is, Abbott. Whatever. It's so stupid. What was she thinking? Can you imagine loving a politician that much that you would travel all the way? I think she came from California. She was an Obama supporter. To do what? What's wrong with you people? Listen, see, here I go off on a tangent, right? I despise Bill Maher. I despise him. I used to watch him all the time, but I despise him now. He's xenophobic. He hates Muslims. I can't stand him anymore. Okay? But he said one thing that stuck in my head, and I'll end it on this note. I promise I'll try really hard to end this podcast on this statement. he said, most Americans are dumb. And so he was interviewed a while. I'm sorry if you hear sirens. I'm in a room that's enclosed really well from the outside world, but when sirens go by, what are you going to do? So he said, most Americans are dumb. So he was interviewed maybe a week or two later after that. He said, there's a lot of people upset with you because of the statement that you made that Americans are dumb. Are you going to apologize for that? And he goes, no, because most Americans are dumb. And they are. And they are. Can you imagine loving a politician so much and then literally storming a Capitol for one man? Oh, but he said go peacefully. I'm going to do a podcast exclusive on this. I want to talk to MAGA. When he said, fight for your country, fight for what's yours, they're going to take your country away from you. Well, what does that mean to you? Okay, he said go peacefully. What does fight, though, mean? What does fight look like to you? I know what it looks like. We saw it with our own eyes. Anyway, I digress. All right, folks, thank you so much for listening today. And let's see what happens on Tuesday, Wednesday morning. We'll talk about my prediction, and then we'll get into other topics because I got to be honest with you, I'm so done with politics. We'll still talk about it, especially when it comes to Israel and the fake state of Israel and the Palestinian people. And we may dabble here and there to watch the shit show that happens after this election. But I want to focus on the other stuff that's near and dear to my heart. So anyway, folks, enjoy Tuesday. It's going to be fun to watch how everything plays out. Enjoy it. Get the popcorn ready. If you drink beer, wine, go ahead. Get your beer, wine ready. Get party. I'm going to get my kombucha. I'm going to get my popcorn. I'm going to have a hell of a time. It's going to be fun. So anyway, all right, folks, make sure you go to YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow, subscribe, and contribute. And love you all. And we'll see you again on the Freddy Mak Show. Peace out.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. Visit our website to connect with us on social media and learn how to become a guest on the Freddy Mak Show. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Freddy Mak Show, where common sense and logic rule.